Good morning students. I hope you all are well. So as we have completed our chapter number 3, synthetic fibers and plastics. Okay, and in our previous class we have done exercise question answers, that is tick the correct option, true, false, matchups and the fill in the blanks. So today in continuation of that, today we will do exercise E, that is short question answers of this chapter 3. Here student, you have to write the answers of these questions in a short. Okay, so let's start. The question number 1 is, what are man-made fibers? Give example. Student, in this question you have to write the definition of man-made fibers and then you have to write the examples of these. So as we all know that man-made fibers are the synthetic fibers which are made by man in factories and by using the chemicals. Okay, and if we talk about the examples of synthetic fibers, nylon, rayon, polyester, acrylic, these all are the examples of synthetic fibers, all man-made fibers. So let's see the answer of this question number 1. Fibers made by man from chemicals derived from petroleum. The chemicals which are derived from the petroleum are called man-made fibers, and the examples are rayon, nylon, etc. These are the examples of man-made fibers. And another term we also use for these man-made fibers are synthetic fibers or artificial fibers. Student, next question 2 is, why do we need to blend fibers? Name one blended fiber. Student, in this question it is asked to you why we need to blend fibers. So as we have discussed about the characteristics of synthetic fibers, that they are wrinkle free, they are wrinkle resistant, there is no need of ironing, they do not absorb water, so they dry up quickly, their colors do not fade. And then we have discussed about the disadvantages of the synthetic fibers, that they do not absorb the sweat. So the person if wear the synthetic fibers, if wear the clothes made from synthetic fiber, it will be very uncomfortable condition. So, and they do not biodegradable, they are non-biodegradable, so they also leads to soil pollution, and they also catches fire. So if we talk about that they do not absorb the water, hence they will not absorb the sweat. So during summer season it will be very uncomfortable condition. That's why these fibers are blended with the natural fibers to overcome the disadvantages. For example, polyester blended with the cotton fiber to form the polycord fiber, that is a blended fiber. Then polyester is blended with the wool fiber. Okay, the wool is a natural one and polyester is the artificial fiber that will form a next blended fiber, that is known as polywool, and it is used to make the carpets. Okay, so let's see the answer of this question number 2. Answer 2 is, we need to blend fibers to overcome the disadvantages of synthetic fibers, and example is polycord. It is formed by blending of polyester with the cotton fiber. Next student, question number 3 is, nylon fibers are used in making ropes for climbing mountains. Explain. Student, in this question it is asked to you that why the nylon fibers are used for making the ropes for climbing on the mountains. Okay, so they are used by the mountaineers for mountaineering purpose. So you have to write why they are used. So as we all know that nylon fiber is very strong fiber and it is stronger than a steel fiber of a comparable size. If you take the steel fiber and if you take the nylon fiber, so the nylon fiber will be stronger one. It is also flexible, so that's why this nylon fibers are used for the climbing purpose on the mountains by the mountaineers. So student, let's see the answer to this question number 3. Nylon fibers are used in making ropes for climbing mountains as it is stronger than a steel wire. Stronger than a steel wire. So student, this is nylon fiber is stronger than a steel wire, that's why it is used for climbing purpose to make the ropes for climbing on the mountain. So student, next question 4 is, what is the specialty of the fiber used for making umbrella? Student, in this question you have to write the special feature present in the fiber that is used to make the umbrella. So student, as we all know that the fiber that is used to make the umbrella contains some millions of holes that allow air to flow through it easily. Okay, and that fiber also do not allow UV rays to pass through it. So that's why this fiber is used to make the umbrella. And one more thing is that the colors of these fibers do not fade easily. Okay, so let's see the answer of this question number 4. Answer number 4 is the fiber used for making umbrella contains millions of tiny holes which allow air to flow freely through it and not allow UV rays to pass through it. So it allows air to flow through it easily so that the person who is using it do not feel uncomfortable due to the heat, and it does not allow the harmful radiation which are UV radiation, ultraviolet radiation that causes skin cancer. So it is very suitable to make the umbrella from that fiber. Next student, question 5 is, what are the similarities between nylon and polyester? So student, as we have discussed that nylon and polyester are the synthetic fiber. They are completely made from the chemicals. And if we talk about the similarities present in these fibers, they are both strong, and from these fibers garments can be made waterproof. Garments can be made as they do not absorb the water, they dry up quickly. But the most important thing is that these fibers both can be drawn into the wires, and hence they can be woven into the clothes. We can make fiber from these, and then from these fibers fabrics are made which are used to make the clothes. Okay, so let's see the answer of this question number 5. Nylon and polyester both can be drawn into very thin fibers. They can be drawn into very thin threads, fibers, which are woven into clothes. Then from these fiber clothes are made. Okay student, next question number 6 is, why are plastic containers used to store food items? Student, in this question you have to write why we can use plastic containers to store food items. So as we have discussed that plastic are also like the synthetic fibers. They are strong, light in weight, they are durable, and they do not react with water. Okay, so they are waterproof and they are also airtight. So we can use these plastic containers to store the food items so that it can be prevented from getting spoiled. So let's see the answer of this question number 6. Plastic containers used to store food items because plastics are waterproof and airtight. So student, next question 7 is, what type of linking is found among the units which make up plastics? So student, as we have discussed that plastics are also polymer, and in this the monomers can be arranged either in a linear form, okay, or they can be arranged in a cross-linking form. Okay, so if they are arranged in a linear form, so the plastic will be formed, and if they are arranged in a cross-linking manner, then thermostatic plastic like bakelite and melamine will be formed. So let's see the answer to this question 7. Answer 7 is, plastics are polymers. They are the polymers in which monomers are arranged in a linear or cross-linked manner. Okay, in cross-linked manner they are arranged in a vertical or in a horizontal way, both. Next student, question 8 is, how do plastic bags pose danger to cows feeding on them? So student, when these street animals like the cows feed on the garbage, so what happens, they also intake these plastics or the polythene bags with the food items, and these plastics form a lining into their stomach, or they choke their respiratory system, and as a result of which this leads to the death of these animals. So let's see the answer of this question 8. Answer 8 is the plastic bags pose danger to cows feeding on them by choking their respiratory system. The plastic bags choke their respiratory system, they block their respiratory system or form a lining in the stomach, or there may be a lining formed in the stomach which leads to their death. So student, these are the answers of your exercise E short question answers. This is all for today's class. Thank you and have a nice day.